What's going on, guys? This is another video of Asphalt A Airborne. This time it's going to be a general review of new update 53 and everything else in it, because there's a lot of people that obviously have different opinions about the update, different opinions about the season pass and everything in it, as well as the hot fixes and everything else. We'll be able to cover all of that up. We'll be able to actually break down everything all in one go and see where it actually goes from there. I'll probably most likely go into specifics about certain things such as the season pass and maybe the vehicle and other things of that nature. So let's cut to the chase, man. Let's get right into it. So getting right into it, we feel that, update 53 obviously was the biggest update that Asphalt 8 received, of course, or at least we received. And, to get right into it, there were a lot of particular issues that people were going through, such as the 30 FPS problem. That seems to be a big issue for some mobile users. But, just to tell you guys ahead of time, I feel that they're going to fix the issue. I'm pretty sure that that will probably be resolved, whether it would be next month or in the middle of the month. I'm not really good with timestamps, but I can only tell you that they're taking it as a serious manner, and they're going to be doing their best to, provide their attention to resolving the issue. Other than that, the DMC DeLorean as a vehicle within this particular update was a very good addition to the game, because it was one of those vehicles, in my personal opinion, that although it might have seemed good in PvP or just an overall vehicle as a whole, it could have obviously been better. Varies on opinion, but in my personal opinion, I actually love this car based off of the movie Back to the Future, and also because it feels like it's a collector's vehicle. It doesn't seem so much as a vehicle you could use in PvP. That's just my personal preference, but it was a very good addition, a good branded addition to Asphalt 8's update, because this is kind of what we really needed in a sense, at least from my POV. So to get started with the season pass obviously was a addition to update 53 as well, and I think that a lot of the rewards within the season pass was actually very useful. Believe it or not, when I first saw the pass and I was going through page 1 to 8, I think that the pass actually had some really reasonable rewards. Maybe not so much for people who are already not experienced within the game, but they already have the vehicles, they already own the vehicles, and the only thing that they really need that was accessible to them would be the ultimate upgrade and maybe some credits and fusion coins. But obviously, from a free-to-play player's perspective, or somebody who's new to the game looking at the season pass, is a good addition to the game, because of the fact that it starts them off well. With these rewards, it actually conditions the whole valuement of, oh well, if I'm a new player coming into the game, I'm obviously not going to be starting off rough. I actually got the season pass, and whether I purchase the one for $10 or the one for $25, I'm going to be starting off good because of these vehicles, and it's going to lead way for everything else, in the future, of course. Obviously, the season pass could have been better, at least from what I've been hearing from a lot of other people. They've been telling me in terms of, rewards, it doesn't seem all that right to them, and they don't think that a lot of the rewards in there are worth the money, at least. But of course, that's just all based on opinion. That's all based on, whether a person would sit there and kind of feel if this is really needed for them. But obviously, the game is fit for everybody, so the season pass to others might be very useful, because of the fact that not only does it have a vehicle such as the DMC DeLorean, which is a special vehicle, it's a collector's vehicle, and it could be used in PvP, but it also has a lot of interesting items and interesting rewards in there that are actually really useful, you know. And one of the things I actually really loved about the season pass was the fact that there were upgrades that I actually needed for my other cars vary the cars that I didn't own as well too, and the discounts applied to it, because I find that to be very important. And whether you disagree or agree, the discounts and the upgrades for certain classes or certain rank classes are actually really useful, just in case you did lack the resources, that is, you know, such as, you know, discounts for the Ferrari, the Acura. You know, they even had some vehicles that were already maxed out, such as the Fury and, you know, the Tomahawk. And then, you know, they actually had some cosmetics as well. And although I'm not really too much of a big fan of customizing my avatar as much, I kind of just race. That's just my personal preference. But I think from a new player's eyes, or somebody who doesn't own this particular pass, maybe the cosmetics would be somewhat of interest for them. What I also like about this season pass is that it was a very unique idea and a very new implement into the game that actually strayed the game in a totally different direction, because it obviously gave us rewards for us playing. That's kind of like the principle for it, because the rewards in the game can be earned if you don't own it, in a way to where, you know, you could be playing PvP, you could be casually playing career mode or partaking in events and earn points to acquire different levels, so that way you could be able to save the coins up and buy the vehicles. So the reward system seems very fair in my personal opinion. And I think that, you know, when it comes down to it, the reward system actually increases your efforts and it increases your ability to want to play more, if anything. And I think that that was a good addition that Game Loft did, or at least the team did, and it was very spot on, you know, at least within this big update as a whole, because I know a lot of people have been waiting for it. As opposed to, you know, the DMC DeLorean and some of the buffs and nerfs of vehicles, a lot of the vehicles within that particular list that was showcased within my video, of course, such as the BMW, the Chevrolet Corvette, the Mercedes Silver Lighting, I think those buffs and nerfs were very reasonable, because, you know, if anything, they needed to happen. You know, a lot of the times, you know, most of the cases, vehicles stay the way they are and they don't get nerfed and stuff like that. But you guys got compensation for it. At least the people who own those particular vehicles got compensation for it. So that's a good ordeal. But overall, you know, aside from the issues and aside from, you know, the ups and downs of Update 53, in my personal opinion, I give Update 53 at least a 9. The only reason why I give it a 9 is because it is important enough to know that Update 53, although it was a big update and although there might have been some issues, the Season Pass is a good addition to the game and everything else in general. And hopefully, you know, in the future, the next Season Pass will probably be a lot better. So, one of the most unique features of Asphalt 8 Update 53 was if you left the main menu alone, it would showcase your car and avatar, just displaying such a beautiful background and something you could take a picture of, you know, put it as a wallpaper and or anything else of that nature. Also, the play add button on the storage, fusion coins, and credits, because I know a lot of people, they needed storage, they needed fusion coins, and I think that was a very good option that they actually added to the game, regardless of anything else. So overall, when I look at Update 53, yeah, I've looked at some of the downsides of it, but I think that Update 53 was a good transition of the game. I give it a 9 out of 10, and that's just my personal opinion. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy and peace out.